It's a hockey stream on episode 571 of the VIG Lounge. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I know how the series is going in real life because I've been watching it, obviously. And I understand that it's in all likelihood, we are going to have the brooms come out for the Penguins. We're going to get swept, which is a very unfortunate way to go. It doesn't take away from, the Pens' remarkable regular season that got them into the playoffs. That's why I say it's a success in that regard. But it is really hard to see them go down 3-0 and now potentially lose the series to a rival, number one, and number two, just not showing up. And it's very hard for me to say this as a Penguins fan, but all credit to the Flyers. They obviously have an excellent game plan. They've used it to perfection and done a great job defensively. And Porter Martone is definitely becoming, a story of these playoffs so far. So kudos to them. But I still don't like them. That's just how it is. But I will, yield and say that most likely the Flyers are going to move on tonight and, go from there. So with that said, can I at least have some fun in NHL 26 and sweep the Flyers in this playoff bracket? Or will the Flyers get a win and make things interesting? We'll have to see. But before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right into the Flyers and Penguins here on the VIG Lounge. Flyers win the opening draw and we're underway. As the Penguins get the puck, Crosby finds Erik Karlsson, who dumps it in. And the pass across to Ristolainen. Now to Owen Tippett. And to Zegras, who had the puck and then lost it. Incoming now is Igor Chinakhov, who's been a very bright spot in the regular season for the Penguins. Got the first shot on goal. Turned aside by Dan Vladar. Owen Tippett got it. Thought he got it out, but he didn't. Puck lands on the stick of Sidney Crosby. Got a shot away and it's blocked. Owen Tippett sends it down. And that's going to be an icing call as we are a little over 3 minutes in. Penguins with the only shot on goal so far. Malkin wins the draw. Back to Letang. He lets it rip. And that goes off of Vladar to the corner. Pass down from Novak. Now to Girard. He lets it go from long range. Turned aside by Vladar once more. Now Letang lets it rip. Denied the rebound. Went to the corner, and the Flyers are going to get there first. Trevor Zegras. But he gave it away. Ricard Raquel. Up to Novak. Novak tried to turn away from a check, but was unsuccessful. Trevor Zegras takes a hit. Slow to get to his feet. Pass to nobody in particular, and the Penguins will regather behind their own net. Girard finds Mantha, and Mantha dumps it in. Ben Kindle delivers a hit. Knocked away. Cross to the line. Brazeau with a shot turned aside by Vladar. Flyers get it back. Sent to Jamie Drysdale. Flyers went for a pass back, but Mantha picked it off, and he is away. Shot, score! Oh, Anthony Mantha! Oh, Anthony Mantha! And the Penguins have the first goal of Game 4, and you know what that means. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. 1-0, Pittsburgh. .9:59, and we are feeling fine in the first. At the halfway mark, the Penguins get the opening goal. Michkov trying to answer. Flyers finally get a shot on goal, as the Penguins have had the first 6. Giveaway. Penguins get their first, though, as the dumping for the Flyers doesn't quite work out in their favor. Igor Chinikov trying to let a shot go, and it's blocked. Noah Cates carries in for Philadelphia. Got a shot away, saved by Skinner. Another save by Skinner as the Flyers generate a little bit of sustained offense. Chinikov will dump it in. Tucked it along the wall for Rusty, got a shot away, but Vladar was able to shut it down and get the whistle. 6:41 to go in the first. Chant of Let's Go Flyers as they try to get their team back into it. They're only down by 1. Nice defensive play, got it up to Erik Karlsson. Karlsson gets around Couturier and lets it rip, denied by Vladar, and he will hang on with 5:13 to go in the opening frame. Couturier wins the draw back to Drysdale, then Couturier gets the puck. Takes a bump. And now Penguins look to dump it in, but that's going to be an icing call as it's touched by Cam York. Highlighting Chris Letang. One draw by Lazak this time. And the puck sent all the way around by Connor Dewar. Pops out in front. That shot went high and wide. Puck deflected in. Flyers genuinely trying to generate some offense, but Penguins have been great with their sticks today. It's around Drysdale, cuts back to the net, and it's knocked off the stick. Connor Dewar was setting up a chance there, but wasn't able to do so. Raquel lets it rip from distance. Down to the final minute of the first. Penguins again using a great defensive stick. Malkin has it deflect in off a Flyer, collected by Connor Dewar, and he's trying to get around to the front. Couldn't do it, though. And a hip check by Shea, as the Penguins will carry in a 1-0 lead, or carry a 1-0 lead, I should say. Going into the first, Chinikov just got ran over. I believe that was from Hathaway. There's the one goal we've seen so far, but Anthony Mantha. 1-0 Pittsburgh after 20 minutes. And let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal, 8-4 in favor of the Penguins. Got up to 6 before the Flyers got their first shot, but then Philly came on a little bit. And the hits, a little bit closer, 13-8 in favor of the Pens. Passing percentage close-ish, Flyers winning that battle. And winning the faceoff dot 4-2, which, again, surprises nobody who's seen this channel long enough. No penalties to speak of as of yet. We'll see if that'll change in the second. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's see what the second period has in store, shall we? Crosby won the opening draw to start the second period. Rust. Pass across, but there was nobody there. And the Flyers come away with it. Owen Tippett knocked down, and Crosby regathers the puck for Pittsburgh. Sidney Crosby got knocked down as well. Penguins get the puck still. Wotherspoon with a long-range chance, handled by Bedard. Looked like he struggled with that a little bit, but he was able to ultimately make the save. Crosby trying to get some space, but Ristolainen blocked the shot. Oh, hit by Wotherspoon. Save made by Skinner. And Sidney Crosby carry in for the Pens. Trying to find some space, he nearly did, but the Flyers have blocked it off effectively. Letang with a drive, at least an attempt at one. Save made by Skinner. Finds Crosby. But the puck is dumped in, picked up by Cam York. York got it across, now down to Konechny. And that hit connected with Travis. Maybe it'll hurt his knee, I don't know. Up now to Malkin. Novak knocked down. Point shot, Brazeau on the rebound. Couldn't get it to go. Brazeau's got it again. Back out to the blue line for Clifton. He lets it rip. Denied by Vladar. Back out to the blue line. Nearly set up the one-timer, but had to dust off the shot. Otherwise, Ryan Shea might have had a glorious opportunity. Flyers have yet to generate a shot. Pass down to Clifton. Carried in now by Justin Brazeau. Knocked off the puck. Sean Couturier. Oh, and it looks like Flyers are going to get a power play for some reason. Let's find out why. Interference call on Justin Brazeau. I mean, he wasn't even looking at him. Shoulder to shoulder, like that's a bit sus in my opinion. Especially for a playoff penalty, but see if the Penguins can kill it off. Nice save by Skinner in front. Big drive, puck settled down, but the Flyers get it. Penguins can't clear. Puck slowly goes into the Flyers zone. Gathered by Zegras. And Skinner's going to hang on, as the Flyers have certainly made this shot gap a lot less one-sided, having 11 shots on goal now to the Penguins 13. Of course, having a power play will help that in most cases. That shot deflected wide. And the Penguins almost got it clear, just blocked off. Now they'll get it out. Blake Lizotte carries in for the Penguins shorthanded. Finds a lane, handled by Vladar. Because that was a bit of a challenging shot for him. Parker Wotherspoon lets it go. Denied by Vladar. He'll hang on once again. 6:59 to go. Or excuse me, 6:56 to go. As we have the BS with the camera again. So I'm going to have to take care of that during the intermission because I don't want to do it now. We got a little over a period and a half before the camera decided to conk out though, so progress, I guess. Flyers win yet another draw. Penguins get it back. Carried in by Malkin. Harassed by Tippett. How is that not a penalty? Looked like we got some cross checks in there, potentially, but never. Save made by Skinner. Penguins get it back. And Letang will dump it in. Collected along the wall by Rust. Rust knocked off the puck. Penguins get it first. Sidney Crosby loves playing the Flyers. Had a goal in the... Loves playing the Flyers in Philly, actually. Had a goal in the last game of this playthrough. Only has an assist IRL. So I'm wondering if maybe Radko Gudas, former Flyer, has something to play in that in terms of injuring Sidney Crosby if his leg's still not 100%. Would not be shocked if that's the case. Off the bar and out. Ryan Shea delivers the hit. Up again to Crosby. Crosby gets double teamed. Lost the puck. Ristolainen. Ben Kindle in the dying seconds. Fires! Save Ladar. The hit just as the horn sounds. Score is just as it was in the first. 1-0 Pittsburgh after 40 this time. So we'll fix the camera as we take a look at the saves made by Stuart Skinner. And then we'll get into the stats. Because, of course, it would not be a visually impaired gamer stream without the camera gremlin. Because you gotta have that. Otherwise, it's not authentic, right? Because this camera is a complete POS. I think I might have mentioned this in a previous stream, but if I didn't, it's kind of funny. I looked into another camera that apparently is wireless USB with like a dongle. And I asked the question if it was comparable for Xbox. And wow, it doesn't even work here. Okay, lovely. If it's compatible with Xbox, and I literally got a response back that said, "Great question." And that was it. So, you know, I asked for help on Amazon for that, just to see if I could get an answer. And I literally just got "great question." And then they closed my inquiry thinking it was answered already. And I'm like, it's kind of not. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on with this camera. It's being even worse than usual. So I'll try it one more time. And then if not, I'm just not going to bother because it's definitely not worth it. I don't know why. It just does not like Penguins games. I had, minimal trouble with the Golden Knights Mammoth game, but whatever. Okay, it's on now. We'll see if it'll last. Okay, let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal, really close now. 14-17 shot advantage for the Penguins. And the hits 30-16, almost doubling up for the Pens. Passing percentage got up a little better. Flyers still better than us, though. We won 3 faceoffs to the Flyers 7. Flyers did have a power play. They were not successful on it, thankfully. And we'll see if we can maybe get a power play ourselves or increase the lead another way. 1-0 Penguins after 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Third period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. Pass across. There is a Flyers penalty, along with a breakaway from Sid, and he scores! The Wizard of Cross waves his magic wand on a breakaway, and the Penguins lead 2-0. Remember how I said Sidney likes playing against the Flyers? Well, look at this. Rasmus Ristolainen tries to catch him. He can't. And we may not get a power play, but we do get a goal, so I will take that. Always better to get on the score sheet than get a 2-man advantage or get a 2-minute man advantage. And Rick Tocchet, clipboard in hand, arms folded, looking quite displeased. Sidney Crosby now up to his 4th goal of the series in this playthrough. A little over a minute gone. Carlson. Got it across to Chinakhov. Now up, back up to Chinakhov. Okay, who had the puck before that then? Because I could have sworn that said 59. Shot by Chinakhov, turned aside by Bedard. Carlson in offside. 17-19 to go in period number 3. Puck's in, denied. Off the shot by Chinakhov. Puck deflected. Chinakhov trying to dance his way through, lost the puck. Puck carried in by Malkin. Malkin with a shot turned aside by Bedard. Back to the blue line for Girard. And Letang with a wrister. Konechny hit and was able to get a shot away. Hit again. Malkin trying to get a shot away, lost it. Where's the puck? Finally knocking Flyer out of the way, but might have resulted in a power play. And it looks like it has. Dan Muse wants an explanation. But Letang shoving Michkov out of the way so that Skinner could, pounce on the puck, results in another Flyers questionable power play. Because I think as a defenseman, are you not allowed to clear the net in some respects? And Clifton will send it down. Ryan Shea just plastered a Flyer along the boards, got a great opportunity, and Vladar turned that away. Nola Chari collects for the Penguins along the boards. Flyers regather. Clifton and Shea out there to kill the penalty. And Ryan Shea with another hit. Guys on the stick of Ryan Shea, and Connor Dewar sends it the rest of the way. Collected by Connor Clifton. Cut to the front, denied by Bedard. Pass carried in by Blake Lizotte. Clifton. Back to the blue line. Big drive, handled by Vladar off the stick of Novak. Now Letang with a chance, and Vladar's got that too. 7:49 to go in the third. Pittsburgh has extended the lead. It's 2-0 now. Surprised they didn't show Dan Vladar 15 times already. He's made a lot of saves. %81 on the threat analysis for Connor Clifton on that shot. Not too shabby. Malkin won it back to Carlson with a wrist shot. And the rebound collected by Malkin. Now Raquel with a chance from the other side. And Vladar turned that away too. Carlson. Up the left side to Raquel. Save made by Vladar. Up now to Parker Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon. Drift shoots right off the post with a shot by Chinikov. Rust to Carlson. Let it rip. Back now to Crosby. Score! Rust! In Rust we trust, and the Penguins lead it 3-0 as the third period is winding down. Thanks to Crosby and Chinikov. Not quite sure how that went in. I was caught off guard by it. It was kind of a scrambly play. And then Rust is able to put it in on the backhand. And Sidney Crosby's up to 7 points now. 3:06 to go in the third. Crosby wins the draw. Got it back. Crosby with a shot turned away. And the Flyers are now away. Oh, look, hit by Letang with a hip check. Of course, nobody's there for that pass whatsoever. And it's touched up by Sanheim. 1:34 to go in the third. Showing some love to Stuart Skinner. Minute 34 to go in period 3. Flyers really trying desperately to get even one goal past Stuart Skinner this time. Chinikov with a chance. Rust with a rebound. And another save by Vladar. Definitely, if it weren't for Dan Vladar, this would be a lot worse than 3-0. Kindle wins it. Letang with a shot turned away. Flyers look to get it out. Under a minute to go. Tippett knocked off the puck by Mantha. Pass across. Up now to Kindle. Kindle turning. Shooting! Save made by Vladar. Puck rolls in on Vladar. 13.4 to go. I actually wonder if we're going to see Archer Shelovs for the Penguins tonight, just to kind of change things up. You know, you've got nothing to lose. Not saying Skinner's played badly in any way, but you know, giving up 4 goals in one game, 3 in another. Raquel out in front. We've got a second left. The Penguins, at least in this playthrough, are moving on to the second round. They've got lots of work to do, and if the Penguins do win tonight, I will certainly play a playthrough of Game 5, and hopefully Game 6, and hopefully Game 7, but we will see. But as it stands now, in this playthrough, the Penguins move on to the second round to, in all likelihood, face the Hurricanes. There's the lovely handshake line that we do genuinely love at the end of each playoff series. Sidney Crosby with the second goal of the game early in the third. And then Rust with a scrambly goal on the backhand to seal it for the Pens in this 3-0 victory. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 37-20 in favor of the Pens. Hits 43-22 in favor of Pittsburgh. Still down in the passing percentage, but we're up over 85%, so I'll take it. Nearly doubled up in the face-offs, but it's all good. Pittsburgh would have had a power play, but Crosby scored on a breakaway, so we'll take that instead with the extra man. And the Flyers 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Stuart Skinner with the shutout. Nice going. And 3 different goal scorers find the back of the net. Crosby led the way with a goal and an assist. And if this is the last game of the season, playing as the Penguins, whether it's regular season or playoff, then I will say again, genuinely thrilled with the Penguins regular season, making the playoffs and flipping the script. But if we're somehow able to win a game starting tonight, then we will have more Penguins hockey for this NHL playoff season. But whether we do or we don't, thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge and all my Penguins themes episodes throughout the year. I appreciate every single one of you. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a sensational Saturday, everybody.